All is well in the eyes. But then they all come in and they were like, uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. I hate talking about it. Like, sometimes what I'm telling what's going on, like, it's fine. And then sometimes I just start crying.
Good morning and welcome to the vlog today. It's a beautiful day today. We got to talk to our missionary, Zade. He's in Peru and
Still doing great.
He's doing good. He's getting ready to go to his first new area. So it'll be his second area of his mission.
On the coast.
Yeah, I think he'll get to see the ocean. That'll be fun to get to see the ocean. Hopefully he does. He doesn't know exactly where he's going to be, but kind of knows the general area. And he's getting a native companion where there won't be an option to speak English during the week. I know his other companions were good about it, but if there were things he didn't understand, he could say, what the heck does this mean?
I think it's a great first place to be.
Yeah.
And now he's like a little better, and now he's
I think
like
it's definitely a little bit
up.
less culture shock to get with some American companions. So he's doing good. Good health, and that's what you want. We have, Evie has a eye appointment today. They make sure she's not getting swelling in her eyes. Is that correct?
Yeah.
How often are we doing these? Every 3 months?
I think every 6 months now because she's
Seems like they're all the time. Didn't we
now
just
that
do
she's
this?
back on medicine, which actually we need to leave right now because I have to go pick up her medicine before we pick her up. We're
Okay.
on our way out.
We're checking Evie out of school. First day back to school, and we're checking her out. So. Yes. So we're gonna head out.
Of course I do, you know.
Who's this?
What's that number right there?
Oh, yes. These little JIA kids are tough cookies.
Whoever says one last wins.
Okay. Ready, set, go.
No, I have to tell you your colors.
Yeah. So tell me the color.
So, white, black, blue.
Ready, set, go. I see white.
No, Dad.
Oh.
But they only could be
That day
driving.
was 10:30, so they didn't have later. Sorry.
Mom, why was this place for a long time?
All is well in the eyes. It's just the little bit of that inflammation in the knee that makes the doctors all of the doctors said infliximab's probably the best choice right now.
They use
you
the
can
words,
adjust.
everything's quiet.
They always say that.
No, one time
I don't
it
think
was
you've ever
not-
been. Oh,
One time
you've
it
been
was
one
not
time
quiet.
and it was not
It
quiet.
was not good. I was like, wait.
That's the funny thing. Davey's never gone to the eye appointments. He went that one day. I was like overwhelmed with so many things and I was like, I just can't handle any bad news. So I'm like, I can't even chance it. Me thinking it's always quiet, it's gonna be fine. I really thought it's always easy, it's always quiet, you go. So I guess he's all traumatized because the one time he's gone besides this time,
It was noisy,
she had
it was
inflammation.
loud, it was anything but quiet.
But then they all come in and they were like, uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Her eyes are inflamed, and then they give him all this list of medications, and he goes to the doctor's, to the pharmacy, and picks them up, but they didn't have one of them, and he just never filled it. And I didn't even know about it till it was too late, and I was like, whatever. Luckily, we got some steroids that did take care of it anyway, so I'm like, good, we didn't even need that other medicine, but it was like a daily dilate, like to dilate her eyes every single day to keep the inflammation, the pressure down, or something. I don't know. I was just like, well, we didn't do it. And they were like, okay, it's fine because they're quiet again. But that's what got her back on all the medicines. And now we have to try to find the one that works the best. Because the doctor keeps saying, like, of all of the JIA kids, 70% of them will react well to methotrexate. And of those 30%, 70% of those will react well to the Humira. And of those 30%, like, you just keep going. It's like a guessing game. You just keep going through the medicines until you find the one that's like the very best for that specific kid in that situation. So I think that we are trying to go the infliximab, which is the monthly infusion route. The problem with this is that I don't know if our insurance will cover it. I'm going to call Christian Healthcare Ministries right now. So I'm going to call Christian Healthcare Ministries right now and try to like figure out what they would cover of it, if they'd cover anything, because they don't cover prescriptions, but technically in my head this is more of a procedure because you can't do it at home. You have to go to the hospital and be like admitted into like a chair. They start an IV, you sit there for like 2 or 3 hours or 1 or 2 hours or something like that, and they bring you snacks, and like it's almost like it's a procedure in my head.
It's tough for me to want to change because her knees aren't at normal lengths. She's not in pain, and it's barely even noticeable.
But I asked
Why are we
that
changing
because
anything?
she said that having a little bit of inflammation for this long of period of time can do permanent damage to the joints. And permanent damage to the joints results in knee replacement surgery when you're older. So the best case scenario would be to get the inflammation completely gone and under control.
Yeah.
And then if she could stay with no inflammation for a couple of years, then we could challenge her again and hope that she could outgrow JIA in all. But
I don't want stuff.
right now, infliximab is, I think, what the direction that we want to try. So now I have to get approval from the insurance company. So that's what I'm going to try to do. Totally just cried on the phone to some stranger, but she was so sweet. I hate talking about it. Like, sometimes what I'm telling what's going on, like, it's fine, and then sometimes I just start crying. So it's fine though. Like, her eyes looked good today. I have good news. It's just hard to like talk to insurance companies and be like, we need help, you know. So she was really sweet. Hold on. She was really sweet, and she was like, I'm gonna get an authorizer on the phone and see if we can get this authorized, and then I'll call you back. But basically it's worse than I thought with the Christian Healthcare Ministries, because it used to be $500 per incident, and she's like, in 2004 or 2002 we switched it over to like $1,000 an incident, and now it's $1,250. So they're upping it every couple years because just the economy sucks, I guess. I don't know. Just things are more expensive. But which I'm like, none of her doctor's appointments got any more expensive that I've noticed, but now I just have to pay more for them, so whatever. So now it's every incident you pay $1,250 out of pocket before they help you. So it's like a higher deductible. And before it was like $500, which was awesome. But I haven't been using it because I feel very blessed to say this, like, we haven't had to have any like major injections or like surgeries or anything to where you would need to like meet that. So it's in a 90-day period. So now I missed all those years of, I was doing it wrong for all these years. I could have been, even when it was $500, I could have been like submitting all of her bills for her arthritis as one incident. And I could have been like, being like, okay, the rheumatologist, the orthopedic, the eye doctor, and the blood draw is all still this one incident. And as long as like, there's a rolling 90 days. So if you have to keep going more than every 90 days for the same incident, all of those can be clumped together. So she's like, if you were just to schedule all of these appointments and always have at least one appointment every 88 days, which I'm like, I'm getting way more than that. Like, she never goes more than like 30 days without seeing a doctor because Like January, we see the eye doctor. February, we see the rheumatologist. March, we see, like, we go get a blood draw. And then, like, it starts all over again. You know what I mean? So maybe that's good news because I can just be like, every year, just pay $1,250 for arthritis period and then just, like, have all the bills clumped if we schedule the appointments the right way. So that kind of is encouraging, but it's overwhelming because it's, like, already so hard to keep everything straight. But I can try and try to get it to be a little bit less. But and then I started crying when I started talking about the infliximab because I was like, oh, also there's this other thing that is expensive and monthly injections, and that's when I started crying. And she was like, it's okay, we're gonna see, I'm gonna like try right now to go get this authorized. And she's looking at the medication and like trying to figure out, because she's like, sometimes if it's like chemo and like other, she's like, there are certain situations where they approve it because it's like a treatment plan. Like people that have cancer, they get like weekly infusions of chemotherapy and they're going for like a year, you know? And like, obviously that's medication that we cover. So like, it just depends on if it's part of a treatment plan or if it's like a prescription that you go pick up at Walmart. They don't cover those kind, but they might because of the situation. So praying. But also I would try to get some help from the people that make the drug, because a lot of times that they are charging like $10,000-$20,000 for this drug, that this is like this big infusion, but then you can apply for things and they make it a lot less. So maybe it goes down to like $3,000 instead of like 20, you know, or 10, whatever. So that would help the Christian healthcare ministries too, because they would have to pay less of it, but if they do approve it. So I would still try to do everything I can, but it's just hard because I'm like, I really want to be able to say, oh, she has it under control and her knee's not swollen, but it's always just a little bit swollen. I have to go inside right now and get her medicine, so I have to go, but sorry, crying a lot today.
You guys, I just picked up Ambree. This is the first of the volleyball, or weren't you just doing lessons before and this is like things getting going? That you've been doing it for a bit. Okay.
Since December 11th.
What? It's like a month. Oh, how did it go?
Good.
You rocking it?
Yes.
You playing good? As good as you think you should be playing? Making improvements?
Yep.
Good to hear it. Good
Yeah.
talk. Okay, Mama made dinner. Okay, Mom is going for the current record, which is 186, where you hit it by yourself. Her current record is 2. Okay, let's see if she can.
2.
I'm thinking she can get to at least 3.
Not like
Are you trying? Okay, Mama. Don't let me down. I know you can get to 3.
pro spin. Let's go.
Come on. Okay, she's giving up.
She's not. You're being
Can
too
you see the
fancy
ball?
with it. You're being too fancy with it. No. You can't angle your paddle so much at your skill level. Tending!
Just nice and easy.
Like this.
Just nice and easy, honey.
Let me just try that. Nice and easy. You don't have to go. Okay? Don't hit it softly. That was an accident when I did that.
Okay. Here,
did it.
hold this. Come here.
Stop making fun of it!
Listen. Okay. It's all in the hips. It's all in the hips. Okay? Let bounce it.
You need more practice.
I don't get to practice.
Dad, I got it.
I gotta go.
That does it for the vlog today. I'm glad Evie had a good eye appointment today. We're still figuring out what we're doing with her medication, but it's a journey. The arthritis, it is a lifelong journey. She's been doing this since she was 3 years old. It's so wild. But she's a trooper, she's a tough girl, and every doctor that sees her is like, this is the best patient I've ever had. And comparing to adults too, like, why is she so good? Oh, it is what it is. Okay, we got all the kids in bed. We're gonna end the vlog now. Thanks for watching, fun, good and everything, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Okay, look at Grandpa. Where are ya? Where are ya?
Come on. Come on, get in.
Okay, want me to get in?
Get in, yourself.